Hello, this is Svetlana Shepitsina, and in this tutorial we will keep working with test and create message functionality with AngularJs. I'm using Vim and Visual Studio Remap shortcuts during my work, and all of them you can find at my Google Plus profile. In the last tutorial we created a test that define new message object, and today I will create a test that should make post request to our message controller create action and save result to message saved object. And I have template created for it, or I can use my JIT from Planker. I just can copy part of code and quickly insert it to my test. It's here. And for testing this functionality, we create mocking HTTP request using HTTP backend and method expect post. We give our controller messages action create, and with respond we create a mocking message for our test, and then on scope send. And HTTP backend always responds asynchronously on production code, but synchronously on test. So for testing mock HTTP backend, it has flush method. It allows the test to explicitly flush the pending request for response to controller, and to make this response asynchronous. And then we expect one condition: it's message saved to be defined, and message saved ID to be saved to database, and it appears as one. And besides this test, we create another that should redirect to home view when it receives 200 response, which means success, with a database message with ID. And all we need for this is the same, almost the same functionality. And in order to copy it, I use Shift V first and then Alt W to choose all inside. I copy and paste it with P. Okay, it's ready. And the only difference is that we have different expect condition, and I need to delete everything inside quotes with VI brace, sorry, not in quotes, in brace, and I expect location URL and here I give in single quotes homepage address and to be defined. Except instead to be defined, we need to use to be truthy. To be and I use Control Space to get IntelliSense for me. Okay, everything looks fine. And the last test is going to show the alert if it gets 500 response, means something wrong with our message. And I will copy it from Planker account, and I copy everything inside and paste it. Okay. Copy. And I can use P for pasting in Visual Studio. And here, if if we didn't succeed with sending a message, we set again HTTP backend expect post with message, and we use respond give 500 response, and again scope send, and we also use HTTP with backend with method flash for asynchronous response, and we expect message saved to be null in this case. So if our message in database is equal to null, we are supposed to receive an alert. And now when I load application with F5, all our tests can't pass for now. They will fail, but I need to use Jasmine run to see it. And 3 of our tests failed for now, and I can click on spec list to observe which test failed, and all we need just to add production code in our create message controller TypeScript. And also I have a template, a scope. It's my temporary template. I also use this. I also have this code on Planker, and I have choice which way to use for inserting it. And scope. I created scope send, and then I created object message with receiver, subject, and body. And I use console log in order to have possibility to observe all steps in browser with F12 shortcut. And with HTTP post, I give our controller action create from here, and also create message object, give message object to this function, and it's better I use Ctrl K, Ctrl D to format my code for better observing. And here we have 2 callback functions. It's success and error. And if everything fine, a message saved to our database, and on Angular copy we have result and message saved. And as for our one of our tests where we should redirect to our home page, I give location URL of our home page, and if it's error, message saved is equal to null, and we get error alert. But I need to assign it to load it here, and on scope error alert, Okay, doesn't work. Error alert. And is equal to anonymous function anonymous, and just alert and give a message. Error, we're sending a message. Okay, everything seems fine. We have a redirection to our home page. We created alert for mistake with creating a message, and we're creating production code for possibility to save, create and save our message to database. And now we run our application. And let's see what we have. Okay, and all our tests are passed. Everything fine. And when we open our application, sorry, I still have a box, bugs here, but manually I can open messages index, and for user 1 I have all messages received in inbox. It's for user 2 and for user 1 in another browser. And I will try to create a message from user 2 to user 1. Send. Okay, and something is wrong with redirection. We need to create in our production code. We have location URL, and I will try to delete pound. Okay, and it's better to reload page. User 1. I have shortcut for lorem small paragraph lorem for message body. I click send, and we are redirected to our inbox view. And when we reload inbox page for user 1, we have our message created for us. And to user 2, send. Everything works fine, and we have here new message received. And that's it for today. Thank you. Bye bye.